Hi everyone, Monique here, Intuitive Soul Savant. I'm an astrologer, numerologist, spiritual seeker for many decades. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and welcome back to my beautiful subscribers. Today's video is all about understanding Aries and integrating Mars. And I'm making and uploading this video a day or so after the solar eclipse in Aries, the one which was conjuncting Chiron, the wounded healer. So that was about 24 hours ago. As usual, the energy came in before the actual new moon, so we felt that energy for a while, but we are in Aries season at the moment, and every year around the end of March we come into the beginning of the zodiac. So our beautiful Aries selves, family, friends, everybody's got Aries in their chart, whether they've got any planets there. We all have the energy of Aries within us. We were all babies at one time. And that is probably the biggest understanding of Aries, is that they are like naive children with beautiful, pure hearts. And sometimes they come across the total opposite, but that's why I'm making this video, so that we can have more understanding of Aries rather than just the textbook literature that's out there. Our job is, if we're studying astrology, it's to understand the energies. We are made up of the cosmos. Okay, so Aries is ruled by the planet Mars, and Mars goes way back to the mythology of the god of war. So way back, we were expanding our consciousness out to the cosmos, and we saw the red fiery planet Mars. And from there, we made up stories to pass down through the ages so that others would take this knowledge and expand their consciousness too. So Aries is ruled by the color red. It's the red planet. Numerologically, it is the number 9 energy, all right? And the god of war. So when people are first learning astrology and they think of Mars, they think war, okay? But that is the very old energy, the ancient, traditional energy of Mars. We have expanded, and we have to take that into account, that yes, there is the Hellenistic older astrology, however, we are expanding, and so is astrology, especially with Pluto in Aquarius, because Aquarius rules astrology. All right. So let's have a look at that god of war. The energy of Aries is, it's energetic, it's active. Now, Aries is the first fire sign on the zodiacal wheel, the newborn, the baby. So it's a burst of energy. That Mars Aries energy is like the male and the female, or whoever these days, thrusting together in full powered, pumping each other. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's the truth. That is the energy, the erectile male energy pumping the feminine energy in the act of intercourse. All right, so that's a very subtle, that is a very basic energy of the god of war. And you know, Mars rules sex, okay? Scorpio rules sex, but Mars rules sex on a mundane level, right? The raw power of sex is Mars energy, Aries energy. So they have the innocence and the naivety of a child. But if they don't get their own way, then they can turn into a child and stomp their feet and get angry and rage and fight and war with you till they get their own way. Now, this isn't all Aries. This is the Aries newborn energy. So those with Aries children, you will see that with your children. I'm first, I'm first, I'm first. I want this, I want that. Give me this, give me that. Because the Aries knows it is the I am energy, the first fire sign, straight out of the gate with that energetic force. And the naivety and innocence in that, the I am presence, I am, therefore I am. I am here, I want this, and I am going to go and get it. I am looking after, I am. And we understand that energy with the opposition of Libra. The we energy of Libra opposed to the I energy of Aries. And we're experiencing that energy now because we have the nodes, the North Node in Aries and the South Node in Libra. So we can see the balance. Libra is there to balance that I with the we. Right? So we can never really look at Aries and call them names because we need to understand their energy. There's nothing bad about their energy unless they're mature adults and they're still acting out like little children. Me first. All about me. I, all about I. Okay, so there's that innocence and naivety that they carry. They're new to the world. Now, I know there's a lot of old souls around and they may be having an Aries incarnation, but they still have the consciousness from the other 11 astrological signs. And in a lot of cases, Aries hook up with Pisces, the last sign in the zodiacal wheel. Those two can work very well together, even though it's fire and water. So if we can understand the innocence, the firstborn, the naivety of the spirit of pioneering. And if we go back to the ancient times, it would be the brave Aries that would have been in the front of the battle, leading on the charge. They're very brave souls because the world hasn't tainted their hopes, dreams, and wishes. They believe they can have with will. They are also willful. They're the first house of the astrology chart. The will. I want that. I will go and get that. I will use my willfulness to go and grab what I want. So in that, there's a naivety. There's an innocence in that, just like our toddlers and their siblings. They'll go and grab the toy off the other child because they haven't yet learned sharing, which all Aries will grow through and understand eventually. Okay? The older the soul, the quicker they'll learn. Now, with Aries, in my many decades experience, a lot of them have red hair. The Aryan human with red hair. And if they're not Aries and they have that red hair, you can betcha that they've got an Aries rising sign or an Aries moon. Okay, so the red hair very much goes with the Aries energy. Hotheads. The head is ruled by Aries. When I have energy clients, you know, and I know they're Aries, I do a lot of work on the head because I know that that's where they release and receive. All right. They're fearless. They're like children. I'm going to go and do this. They're a fearless adventurer. Another key word is the pioneer. There's new ground that needs to be broken. I have no fear. I will go and break that ground. I will pioneer. I will go where no man has gone before. That's that pioneering energy backed by the Aryan will. They're the eternal optimist with that naivety and that innocence. There hasn't, but they haven't been tarnished. The Aries energy hasn't been tarnished by the last cardinal sign, Capricorn. So Aries is the first cardinal sign, the fire cardinal sign. That and that cardinal sign, when you compare it to the Capricorn cardinal sign, the old man Capricorn energy, they've seen life, they've seen disappointment, they've seen the struggles that humans have on the planet, and that can give them, that gives them wisdom. Whereas the Aries is that pure childlike energy that hasn't been tarnished by the darkness and the shadows. They're wide-eyed enthusiasts, right? Now, with Aries energy, the first fire sign, these people need to get up and move energy, all right? If you're with an Aries in relationship, in family, you need to understand that they have energy to burn. When I have Aries clients, they're heated, they're always overheating, and that's because they have this combustive energy inside of them, this Mars Aries energy inside of them, and it needs to be burnt off. If you sit an Aries down on a couch with a Pisces all day, the Pisces will dream and relax and enjoy, and the Aries energy, if it hasn't been burnt off for that day's quota, it can implode on them and come out as anger. And if it hasn't imploded within their own selves, it can be projected onto others, onto the environment outside of themselves. So it's really, really, really important for Aries to get up and burn that energy off. If you go to a gym, the majority of the gym memberships will be fire signs, Aries, because they need to be athletic, to exercise, to do something physical to burn that off. And when we have, like, we've got Mars Saturn conjunction coming up, whoa, you know, Saturn is standstill energy, but when Mars conjunct Saturn, right, we'll need to burn the energy off. All right. So that's very important to understand, is if you've got these Mars placements in your chart, Aries people, it's important you burn the energy off, and they find that out with maturity. They get to understand that with each decade as they grow older, all right? Because as the Aries gets older, they slow down. They slow down, they balance out. They're not forever childlike. They're big dreamers because of that will. What do I want? What can I have? I have the will to go and get it, and I will go and get it. That's the Aries big dreaming desires, their will. They can be outspoken, and if the energy is not burnt off, hot-tempered, all right, impatient, argumentative, insensitive. You know, all of those sort of negative, aggressive, combative, you know, those energies are there with the Aries and can come through frustration, okay, because they're childlike. So our compassion lies with the Aries and the childlike nature and that willfulness that they have, the energy to start and initiate something new. However, the Aries doesn't often finish what it starts because the energy burns out. Whereas with the Capricorn cardinal sign, plodding along step by step allows the energy to reach the end goal. So it's always good for Aries to work with others that can finish the new endeavor, finish the job, because Aries can sometimes burn out before they get to the end. However, they don't seem to be worried because they'll just start something new. They're the initiating energy. So when Mars moves around the chart and touches points or planets in your chart, it is activating those energies. So if you're Saturn ruled, Mars is coming to conjunct Saturn, and that only happens every couple of years, okay? It takes Mars nearly 2 years to go around the zodiac. So it is activating energy all the time. They can be spontaneous, sometimes called impulsive, all right? We all can. So we all need to own this Mars energy within ourselves. The impulsiveness of energy. I've got an idea. I have the will to do it. And off they go, impulsively. However, as the decades pass, they learn not to be so impulsive, because often they'll run into a wall. And it takes a few walls for them to realize that impulsivity isn't always the way. Okay, and with that fire energy, you've got the eagerness. They're self-reliant because they're the I am. So they're not the codependent sun sign of the zodiac. They are doing them, the I am. They're self-reliant, and they're also assertive. They're direct. This is what I want. They are ambitious, but not like their Capricorn cardinal sign. It's not burning. It's not ambition that's burning in them, right? Whereas with the Capricorn energy, that ambition is just burning the whole time. With Aries, it's I'm ambitious to reach what I want. My will wants that. I want that. Therefore, I look ambitious. But the ambitiousness comes after the will, the I am presence. And they're idealistic. That goes along with that pioneering, where no man has been before. I have an idea. Wow, it's far out. Have not seen that before. However, I have the energy and the will to put energy towards manifesting. I was going to say making it happen, but it's manifesting, okay? I love this Aries energy. And once the Aries has matured and found a little wisdom on board to negate some of the impulsiveness and war-like energy, because you can imagine if they don't get what they want. I mean, we've fought wars, you know, all throughout humanity. That energy is not going to go anywhere. That energy needs to be integrated with wisdom and mature. Sorry about that. I thought I turned it off. There we go. Sorry about that, but I'm not making this video again. I feel good about this one. So the headstrong, okay, the headstrong, the spontaneousness, sometimes impulsivity, all right? So it's a wonderful, wonderful energy. They reach for the stars, but it all comes back to what they want, where they want to put their will, okay? So I think that's about it. You know, I'm going to do the number 9, which is very similar energy, all right? However, with the number 9 energy, it has that humanitarian edge to it. So it's not so much the I am, okay? It's the maturity of the I am energy, okay? I am here to help humanity. However, for the Aries, that takes a few decades, unless they're old soul Aries, okay? Most of my spiritual teachers in my life have been Aries. Well, I have Aries ruling the 9th house in my astrology chart, and the 9th house of higher wisdom, Aries. So I've had pastors that were Aries, I've had counselors that were Aries, all the way through my life. My godmother was Aries, most loving woman I know. You know, it's that once they've evolved, once the energy is evolved and there's wisdom on board, it's a fabulous energy to integrate into your own self. However, there's all those aspects. It is energy. It's red hot energy. The first fire sign. I am, I want, I will. Okay, but in mature years, wow, you know, Aries is a great person to have as a CEO. But the team need to back up that fire energy to get to the end goal. All right, that's Aries' issue, is getting to the end goal, because it's full force. All right, so that's the Mars within you. So if you can take that Mars energy on board, and what part of your chart, what sign is Mars in your astrology chart? That is your full force. Let's go. And you use that. Okay, and you also be very aware of Mars transiting around the zodiac, and what is Mars activating? What points is Mars activating? Yes, we have war on planets still. These are very young souls, right? Very young souls. It's very interesting. So I thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed. I have the understanding Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, and now we have the understanding Aries. They are in the playlist. Okay. So I thank you so much. And the next video will be all about the number 9. I love you. Namaste and thank you.